Good afternoon and welcome to On the Go with Amie Jo. And today we are coming to you from beautiful sunny Las Vegas, and I want to welcome all of our local and our global listeners and our viewers who are going to watch this in a rebroadcast. This show is women-centered, but the information is for everyone, I promise you. Today I have an amazing young lady with me. And we're talking about what it means to stay true to your gift, because people don't always do that. So we're going to talk about growing through every season. We're going to continue to show up with purpose. And she's got all the keys and all the cues to help us. So I am so honored to invite my guest to join us, Tonja, because she's a longtime performer. She's a producer, a director, and a choreographer. I mean, what doesn't she do? So her journey in entertainment began in New York when she was 10 years old. Tonja, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Hello, everybody.
Yes. So I'm really excited just to jump right in. And we're going to talk a little bit about your past. And we're going to talk about the beginning of your gift, because it is a gift. Do you believe that?
I truly believe that.
Yeah, because some people say, I want to be this, and they go down the path and try to make it happen, but they don't always have the gift that allows it to expand and grow. So when you were in New York as a little girl, what made you fall in love with singing?
Wow, singing.
And dancing.
And dancing. So
Yes.
dancing actually came first.
Oh, okay.
I started dancing. I have to give some shout outs as I talk.
Yes, please.
Bernice Johnson's Cultural Arts Center. Ben Vereen went through there. Michael Peters went through there. And I started dancing at age 10. Tap dance was my favorite.
Wow.
My
a shuffle ball change. That's all
of that.
I remember.
My mom made me take ballet.
Oh, nice.
Because I have brothers, and she wanted me to get the gracefulness.
Oh,
so
that
she
was
made me
good.
take ballet. They put me on toe my first year. Yeah. And I didn't like ballet.
Yeah.
But I did ballet, tap, African, jazz. Tap and African were my favorite.
Okay.
And so dancing was actually my first thing. Now, I was shy. I still am a little bit, but I was shy, and so I used to sing in my head. I wouldn't sing out. And I loved that, but I was actively dancing first.
And so how long did you dance before you actually embraced the singing portion?
I was 13 years old
Okay.
when I started singing, and my first performance, I asked my brother if I could sing at his wedding, which was crazy. And
was that crazy good or crazy bad?
It was crazy in my head, but something told me I wanted to do it, and that was actually my first public performance. And I sang Tina Marie's "Ooh La La La" at his wedding.
Wow.
Yeah, and that was my first. And then I was like, "Oh, I can do this.
Okay.
I think I can do this." Everybody clapped. So
that was a signal right there. Well, what did performing awaken in you that made you feel that way, that I can do this? It makes me feel alive or whatever. Nothing else affects me this way. Why was that?
Why was it? I don't know. But I can tell you, it was a feeling that I couldn't explain, but I felt good every time I did it. Every time I danced, every time I sang, it was this feeling that I didn't feel if I wasn't doing it. I didn't quite understand the gift part of it until I got older.
Okay.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to that too. Yeah. So before we shift to anything else, at what point did you say, okay, the dance is great, but I'm going to do the singing? And what can you tell women who are listening, or anyone that's listening right now, that it's okay? What can you tell them about making that shift, that just because you started something doesn't mean you have to stay with it?
Okay. Growing up in New York City, it's full of culture.
Yes.
So I grew up around singing, dancing, acting. My sister-in-law was on Broadway.
Okay.
So as a young girl, I used to go to these shows.
Mm.
And I can tell you, which is so embarrassing, but I used to cry meeting these people because it touched me so bad. And I said, I want to act, I want to sing, I want to dance, I want to do all of that stuff.
Yeah.
From a very young age. Now my mother was in a local band that did, now I understand, they were doing corporate work. I didn't know back then, and I was too young to go see them perform.
Mm-hmm.
But I used to listen, like I told you, I was shy. I used to listen to them sing. That's where I really got the singing part. But again, I was shy, so I just used to sing, literally sing it in my head, which was crazy. And this was at 5, from 5 years old.
So
there was
you
a
know,
shift.
you know, right?
Yeah.
Well, what gave you the confidence to be out there on the stage?
Mm-hmm.
Because at 13, you said, like, I want to sing at your wedding.
Mm-hmm.
So why did you feel confident like that? Because most kids, when they're 13 years old, at 13, I know I wouldn't have done that.
Mm-hmm. Well, so dancing first at 10, my very first recital or show was at Lincoln Center's Avery Fisher Hall.
Okay,
that was my first.
Was no slouch. She just like started at the top, and
that was my first. So I was used to all of these people. I wasn't even thinking. I was really trying to do my steps right.
Okay.
I wasn't really realizing the magnitude of what I was doing. So I was good with that. And then, so I was like, yeah, I think I want to sing. I don't know what made me ask my brother that. And thank you for saying yes, because they never heard me sing.
Oh my goodness.
So, and then my next big thing, I will say, this is all going to be in the book.
Okay.
We'll talk to you about that. But my next big thing with singing, I used to go to concerts and all of that. That's big at home.
Yeah.
And in the intermission, when they used to change over the equipment, the bands and stuff, they would do these contests. And this contest was like, well, who can sing? Again, I don't know what told me to do it, but myself and my cousin went up there and sang. And I'll never forget at Madison Square Garden.
Or you were just like singing?
No, it was in between the shifts between I think it had to be, I'm a big New Edition lover. It had to be like New Edition. I think I'll Be Sure was there. And it was in between their segments of changing out the bands. Wow. And they asked people to come and sing. And I was like, okay. And me and my cousin went up there. Now, this is a whole bunch of people.
Yes.
I don't know, but I did. And I sang Go Outside in the Rain by Malira. If no one knows that song, please look it up. She's phenomenal. They did not boo. They clapped. Okay. And that's when I was like, I think I can do this. Amazing. And that's when I started pursuing music in New York.
Okay, this is just fabulous. So with all of that being said, what did you really have to learn about yourself before you could really step into this new life that you were desiring?
So, I'm still peeling back layers of learning about myself. The first thing I needed to learn is don't worry about what other people say. Just look at the ones that like it.
Okay.
Because you're going to have people that don't.
Wait a minute. Let's say that again. Okay. Not everybody's going to like you, right?
No. No. And I don't know why. I'm as sweet as pie. But
you are. But wait a minute. My question is this. So how do you get past the ones that don't like it? Because how do you decipher... So is that the reality, or are these people just liking it because they're being nice to me? What goes off in your head to make that differentiation?
The fact that he gave me the gift.
Okay. Now, she pointed up in the air, so I know she must be talking about God. So,
absolutely.
Okay, there you go.
Absolutely.
All right, okay.
And he makes no mistakes.
Okay.
So, although everyone has opinion, and that's fine, but he's waking me up and saying, here, do this. Wow. Do this. It's not me.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think that's what has preserved me this long in realizing that it's not me. And it's really not about me. I am a vessel giving whoever is in the audience. I'm trying to put smiles on people's faces, and that's it.
I love that.
So that helps me look this way.
Okay.
If negative is on that way, on that side.
Okay. So it takes some resilience. It really takes confidence. So we're going to talk a little bit more about that. But you talk about putting smiles on people's faces with what you do. And that's a part of what we do here on this show. People listening on the air don't necessarily see the smile on our face, but they can hear the smile in our voice and know that this is a genuine conversation and that we're having a good time. And I have to just take a moment to thank the people who have helped me to get here. Because I've been out of broadcasting for a number of years, and then when the offer was made for me to come back, I wasn't sure I was going to do that. And when I made that decision, people came on board and they said, you know what, Amie Jo, we want to help you make that happen.
Nice.
And I was like, okay, I got a couple of weeks to get this together. And they're like, don't worry about it. And so to those people, I want to give a shout out because their early support really has helped to bring quality media to life. And there's a difference between just interviewing someone and, oh, well, let me see if I can get the dirt about you. Well, what was the problem in your life? No, we are upbuilding people. We're giving them the keys to solving some of the problems that they have today. So to all my founding supporters, I thank you again and again. And I have a new supporter. Her name is Sylvia A. right here in Henderson. Last week and the week before, I read lists of people who were making contributions to this. It's kind of like PBS. You want good media, you want good broadcasting, and that's what we're doing here. So if you guys would like to see a list of those individuals who are making a difference, go to cornerforsuccess.com, and I have a full list of individuals who are participating in this with me and making it possible so you can hear great information like Tonja's giving today.
Thank you.
So we're going to shift a little bit from New York and come to Las Vegas.
Okay.
And what did that season feel like for you?
So everyone has to promise to get the book, and this will be in it. So I'm giving you pieces of stuff.
Okay.
So the shift started because of situations at home in New York.
Okay.
Anyone out there that is attempting to get like record deals and stuff, very hard, but keep perseverance on that as well. Never give up on that. I was in situations that I got it, but because of some stuff, it didn't happen, and I was hurt.
Of course.
And I just decided that I didn't want to record anymore. I just want to sing.
Okay.
And get paid for it.
Okay.
So there was this movie called Sister Act, and Whoopi Goldberg was going to lounges.
Yes.
And I was like, Vegas lounges. I wonder if that's really there, because I hadn't been to Vegas before.
Okay.
And then I came out here to visit a friend, and I started going around and looking at different things, and that was a thing. And I said, well, now this is the crazy part of me. It was a movie, and I knew that, but I'm like, well, I can probably do that too. And that's what brought me here, besides the warm weather, because I do not like the cold weather.
That's a good reason to come to Vegas, and that's how I initially got here as well. So on those early days, what do you remember most about the opportunities that were here in Vegas and the excitement that, I'm realizing my dream could be coming true right now?
So, interestingly enough, when I first moved here, all of this is going to be in the book. When I first moved here, you go out everywhere because you have to see what's out here, right?
Sure.
So it was all mostly male dominated, okay?
Okay.
Which was fine, but I was like, where are the ladies? Then I started seeing ladies, but it was Darkest. Do you mind if I say names?
Oh, you can say names all day.
Darkest. I saw Paris Red.
Yes.
I saw Mickey Brown.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, they were all phenomenal. And I was like, I don't know, because they are phenomenal, right? And
Yes.
I met each and every one of them. Mickey Brown in particular gave me some gems, and that, you know, she was mad at me because you need to learn jazz. That's what she said, you know.
Yeah.
But these ladies were in like the Bellagio, and they had residencies, just them with their band.
And I remember when I came here, Darkest had a residency at Caesar's Palace, and that's when I first met her. So all these names you're bringing up are names that I totally recognize.
And I looked up to them.
Yes.
And I am a sponge. So I come and I watch people, what to do, what not to do. And I was watching them. And then even the male artists too, and the male bands, you know, and I was like, but I know I could do this. If I put a band together, or I don't know how to get a residency though, you know, but I know that I can do this. And I felt in my heart that this is where I was supposed to be. Okay. So that's the first thing I did. I went out and watched everybody, you know. You remember Huck Daniels?
Of course I do.
So Monday nights,
and that was
to have
Stratosphere.
Yeah. He used to have his clipboard, and you're gonna sing, you know.
Yeah.
And I used to do that, and that's how you get to meet people. And then there's one man, and I know you know him, Ali LeMay.
I know him very well.
And he introduced me to some people that we'll talk about later.
Okay.
And that's really where Ali LeMay is really where I first started doing things, which took me into other things and other people like Anthana and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's a whole progression, and I hope people that are listening are picking up on the step-by-step things that happen in life, because nobody stands at the bottom of the stairs and jumps to the top.
Right.
There is a process, and for singing especially, there is a process that you have to go through, and it sounds like you did all the steps in the right way.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I did. I think you did I'm still doing it.
Okay.
I'm still doing it.
Well, another part of the process in the step was that you started performing with well-known artists. And I know for a while you were with Rebe Jackson from the famous Jackson family.
Yes.
And Carlton.
Yes.
And I met and interviewed him years ago. He's quite a character. She's a bad man. I just can't get that out of my head. I should have started singing it, because I'm going to be thinking that all the time. But tell me what it was like to be with Rebe and Carl.
So, Rebe, she's amazing. First of all, I had the opportunity through Ali and Marvin Valentine. I had the opportunity of singing backgrounds for her. She came to Vegas. She did a 9-month stint at, it was called, what was it? It was on Boulder Show. I forgot. I'll remember as soon as I leave.
Okay.
But we were there for 9 months.
But wait a minute, it's going to be in the book, so don't worry.
It is going to be in the book. We were there for 9 months.
Okay.
And it's just amazing how things work. So I worked for her. She is amazing. She's amazing to watch. She's wonderful on stage. She's wonderful off stage.
Yes.
And it was a pleasure to work with her.
Okay.
I miss her. I miss her a lot. We've been through a lot, and she's been through a lot.
Yeah.
And
for sure.
but she was one of my favorite of who to work with, and I learned from her as well. The professionalism,
the attention to detail, and all of that. Yeah.
All of that. She was very, very. She knew what she wanted, and it had to be a certain way.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, she's just as cute as she can be.
Yeah.
I miss her. Hi, Rebe.
Hey, Rebe. I know Rebe too. And this seems like old home week, because I do know so many of the people that you know, and it's really delightful to be able to sit here and talk about individuals who've made an impact in the industry, and then also on our personal lives as well. So let's keep rolling here.
Carlton. Ali LeMay got me that as well. He did some dates. He really is. He did some dates here, and I had the opportunity of singing background for him,
Mm-hmm.
which was so let me just backtrack.
Okay.
Because this is how God works. I love Centipede.
Mm-hmm. I remember
by
the video.
Rebbie Jackson.
Yeah.
First of all, you know who wrote that? Her brother.
Mm-hmm.
Who everyone that knows me knows how I feel about Michael Jackson.
Me as well.
I just
we'll talk about it after
we'll talk
the
about
show.
that after the show.
Because I went to some premium concerts that he had. And really
so
my heart.
to be able to sing on a song that he wrote, like that connection was everything for me.
Yeah.
And I'm soprano, so I couldn't wait to do that Centipede note.
Hit the high notes.
Every night. Yeah, every night. Same with Carl Carlton.
Okay.
And he was just so nice to work with and funny. And that Bad Mama Jamma, that Yahoo at the top note was Tonja. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
now I'm going to listen to that all the way different. We need to hear a little bit of that.
I had a ball performing with him as well.
I love
it. So it was, and there's a lot of people that I've worked through stemming from performing with Rebbie. I got another opportunity with the Platter Marvelette situation. That's where that came from.
So putting yourself out there, because no one person does it alone. I'm sorry. No. You can think that you can handle it and I don't need anybody. I'm going to do it myself.
Right.
But that's not really the way the world works.
Right.
And especially the entertainment world.
Right.
Okay, so now all of this sounds so great. You had a fantastic time, but I know that there were some days that weren't so fantastic. So what helped you to get through that and helped you to keep going, even when people didn't really see your effort or know what was going on?
Well, I can tell you those instances were fantastic.
Okay.
I never had any type of negative or drama, no issue. That only started once I went to another production.
Okay.
And that'll be in the book too.
I can't wait to see this book.
And handling those obstacles, I am big on prayer.
Mm-hmm.
And that is really prayer and my lifeline, my system. So my mom, at the time, she was my rock prior to meeting my husband.
Okay.
But that is really prayer, and my mom helped me get through all of the I call stuff.
You have to have something to hold on to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Something that grounds you that's bigger than yourself.
Yes.
And that's what I tell people. It's like, you need something in your life that's bigger than you, that's greater than you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And when you realize that it's not about you, it takes you much further. Now, you may do things, but how far will it go?
Yeah.
Is the question.
Okay. Sounds like it's getting deep over here. No. And I'm talking about how far we go. And again, I just have to give a shout out to my founding supporters and the businesses who've come to me and said, yes, we want to be a part of this. We want to support this, because they remember me from the early radio days for me that started back in 2004, 2005, and then went to television, and I've done a lot of things. But this is such a comfort level. It feels like home. And so when you dance, do you feel like you're home again? Or when you sing, do you feel like that's always home for you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I always say I'm really at my happiest when I'm on stage.
Yeah.
You know, not taking anything away from my home, because I love my home. But as far as employment, it just warms my heart. Nothing is like it. Nothing is like it. I get nervous prior to hitting the stage.
Okay, so stop right there. How many years have you been doing this?
I don't know, like over 20.
Okay, so 20 plus. And that is healthy that you are still nervous, because that means what? What does that mean to you, the fact that you still get nervous?
What does it mean to me? I know that I'm told that means that I still have room to grow, and I'm still not thinking it's all about me. I realize where it comes from.
Right.
You know, it's just the darndest thing though, because literally those butterflies get right here.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
But then as soon as I go through the curtain, I'm on.
Exactly.
You know, but I also pray prior to. So I know
always
that, you know, even throughout nervousness, I'm gonna be okay.
Yeah. And the reason I ask you that is because someone told me a long time ago, because I did a bit of singing myself for a short period of time, and I just said, I am so nervous when I got ready to go on stage. And it is true, once you get out there, then it goes away. But they said, Amie Jo, if you don't have butterflies, if you're not nervous, it means you are taking this for granted, and it's probably not what you really should be doing because you're on remote. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I really want to feel, the excitement. And I try not to say nerves. I say I get so excited because it's actually the same feeling, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I
should
need
say that.
some.
I should say that.
I need some Motown music. What do we got over there, Maestro? Give me a little something, because we're getting ready to roll right into performing and her being a part of all Motown. So we're going to get him to cue it up. What is this?
That's your song.
Oh, it's my song.
Go ahead.
Okay, you could do the man part. I'm going to do the girl part.
Wow. Why I gotta be the man?
I don't know the man's words.
River wide enough, baby.
When you need me, call me. No matter where you are, no matter how far.
Don't you worry, baby.
Just call my name. I'll be there in a hurry. You don't have to worry. 'Cause baby, there ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no valley low enough. Ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, babe.
She told me to be the man. It's all right.
I didn't know the words for the man part.
It's okay. It's okay.
See, that is what a true entertainer will do. They jump right into it. So thank you. Thank you.
My pleasure.
So talking about Motown, yes, Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell were a huge part of their success. But you are truly a part of a success. It's called All Motown. Yay!
Thank you.
And it is an all-female tribute to Motown. So what makes this show special to you?
So let's double back a little bit, because I need to paint a picture of where it actually formed from.
Okay.
So remember when I was telling you that I did Rebe Jackson?
Yes.
I'm still trying to figure out the name of the place.
I hate that when
if
I can't remember.
anybody knows that, can you call Amy?
Yeah, call me and let me know what it is.
It wasn't the Showboat. Anyway.
But it was on Boulder Highway?
It was on Boulder Highway.
But see, that was before my time, because when I got here, there was nothing on Boulder Highway.
Yeah, they used to do shows there all the time.
I mean, like the Aquarius or the... No, that's not it.
Somebody look it up, because it's really irking me. But anyway, there was a group, well, actually, Martha and the Vandellas, a Platter group, and a Coaster group. They were at New York, New York.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they used to come see Rebe Jackson.
Okay.
And so I met all of them there. And I was approached to audition to do a tribute to the Platters and the Marvelettes. So this is important to know, because that's the connection of All Motown. I started doing those shows, and shout out to Early Clover and Larry Marshak and the entire cast. They were my big brothers, and took care of me. And I started doing production shows on the road, and we had they had the Sahara, we did the Rio, and that's when I like I said, I sponged. So I even watched the guys and how they do, and
because there's a lot to learn when people are being paid to do what you love to do, right?
It is, and I learned a lot from everybody. Nice. And but one day I was backstage. Boy, this is gonna be in the book, y'all. One day I was backstage, and I was like, it's always girls and boys. And I was like, I could do that. I can do that,
Okay.
right? And literally, I was backstage thinking about it, and I was like, I think I want to do like an all female, and I started formulating it in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Then I put it together. This was after the show closed here.
Yeah.
And I put it together. And then we started traveling across the United States doing shows. But I always prayed for a residency here.
Mm.
And I just prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed. And then fast forward to now, All Motown is what I formed. We were called Timeless.
Okay.
That was our, and I still have that. Because it's timeless music. That's
Absolutely.
where that came from.
Yeah.
For Vegas, it was changed to All Motown. The Duchesses of All Motown.
Well,
and, yeah.
You're not just a performer because you have expanded and you got into creating something, producing, directing, and so. I mean, how do you go from singing and smiling and now it's like, I'm going to construct this. This is what we need to do. How does that happen?
Again.
Okay.
Yeah. It just literally came to me of something that I wanted to do. I feel like, and no disrespect to men, because, I love y'all. But when I told you when I got here it was male dominated, it seemed like it was just male dominated all the time. And we had females here, spurts here.
Right.
There were things that we couldn't work together and all of these things that I wanted to show that we could. I also wanted to form a type of bond or sisterhood. I think it came through the fact that I'm the only girl. So I naturally gravitate to women, which is why I don't understand other things, because I naturally gravitate, genuinely. And I just wanted to form just the girls, and all we need to do is come and put some makeup on and put on our dresses and then perform for the people, make people happy. And the directing and producing and the choreography, that it was just a given, a natural gift since I, danced for a long time. But for the titles, I never really even thought of it that way. I was
so are the titles important?
They are now.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I accept them.
Okay.
Because it is what I do.
Absolutely. And people should be recognized for what they do.
They should, shouldn't they?
Bruce. Okay, yeah. Because I'm always telling him, like, oh, yeah, Bruce, you know what? I'm so sorry. I forgot to thank you. And I wanted him to, he said, no, you don't need to thank me. I said, but you're a key part of what we do here. So, yes.
Thank you, Bruce.
We want to give you some recognition here.
And you know what? And thank you.
What?
Because this is not our first interview. You interviewed me a long time ago.
Yes.
When I was recording here. Remember that?
I do.
And you interviewed me, so thank you.
Yes, because I have always wanted to share people's gifts. I've always wanted to give positivity out into the world and to make a difference and show what people are doing. Because sometimes it just goes unnoticed. So a platform like this, we're around the world. We have 1 million listeners right now. And people say, oh, but you're a new show. It's like, I'm a new show, but I'm with a platform that has a listenership. And I am so excited about that because even when I first came here, I didn't realize the magnitude of what I was stepping into. And so now I'm so happy to share that with you guys out there. And you're going to watch a rebroadcast of this radio show on YouTube as soon as that channel is up and going. So there's extended benefits of doing the radio show because it has social media components and shout outs and how we promoted you coming on before you even got here and the viewership, the hundreds of people who saw this before you ever got here today. So I'm just so happy to be a part of that.
I really appreciate it. All Motown has been in existence for 5 years. And there's still people that have no idea that we exist.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. And I was at that 5-year anniversary, and
Yes,
thank you for including me in it. It was just really phenomenal. It was
Thank
so
you.
amazing. Okay, so let me get back on track here. And all of this is important. I mean, I say that lightly. Let's get back on track, because sometimes I have an agenda and I want to make sure we cover it. But having this residency, what does that feel like to you? What does that mean to you?
So remember when I was saying that that's what we really wanted, because we were doing shows out of town. We did a few shows here in town, but it were spot dates, you know.
Yeah.
It's nothing like getting up and that be your employment, something that you love to do.
Because it's not a job, right?
It's not. And we prayed for a residency, and it feels really good. So the first thing I want to do is thank Mr. Pete Housley, because he didn't know what I was bringing.
Yeah.
He was just looking for a female Motown group, and he reached out to me and asked me if I was still doing my show because he heard about it. He took a chance.
Yeah.
And we don't get many of those.
Yeah. So.
And he did. So I thank him as much as I can, because it's because of him that we're here 5 years.
Absolutely.
You know, and I take my job seriously. Anybody that knows me, I want, whenever you come and see the show, whether I'm in it or not, because we have a rotating cast, it needs to be hot nightly for the people that's coming to see it. So I take the residency very seriously, especially in this economic climate where shows are closing.
Yes.
The numbers are lower now. People are trying to hold on to their money because they don't know what's going to happen.
There you go.
Right?
Absolutely.
And so anybody that comes to the audience, we had people from Canada last night. Canada? You know, people are still...
Yeah, and I have been there, and you guys always do like a shout out during the show, and people say where they're from. And it's not just local people. It's people, they might be from New York, Missouri, LA, and like you say, Canada or whatever. And those are just the ones that are willing to shout out. So it's a very eclectic show with lots going on. And you guys are so fabulous. So let's tell them where the show is and when you're available.
Sure. So All Motown plays at Alexis Park Hotel right here in Las Vegas. The show is 6 nights a week. And we start now at 7:30.
Okay.
And it's rotating. So sometimes I'm in, sometimes I take off.
But
we are dark
fabulous.
on Friday. We are dark on Friday. So everyone is phenomenal.
Yeah.
You know, everyone is phenomenal.
And we have to mention the brunch.
Yes, we do.
They said they're going to feed me if I come on a Sunday. So you best believe I'm going to be there to experience that.
So Pete came to me about two years ago and said he wanted to put together a Motown brunch. Could I do it? And I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when do you need it? And he was like, I don't know, 2 weeks. And I said, okay. So I got people together. It stars Mr. E.C. Adams.
Yes.
Right
we'll
now
have to get E.C. to come on and talk about what he does as well.
Because he's doing a lot, and he's doing very well.
Nice,
but the brunch is on Sundays. Doors open at 11. And it's a Motown brunch. So you have food, and then there's a Motown show with it. It's separate and different from All Motown.
Okay. Well, I have to ask you this because I've wondered this myself, and I'm sure our listening and viewing audience wonders as well.
Okay.
When you have a residency and you are doing well-known songs and you're singing them over and over, how do you make that fresh every day?
So this is how I make it fresh. First of all, coming from Queens, New York, Broadway was where I grew up.
Right.
Broadway is 6 nights a week. They do 8 shows a week.
Wow.
You're going to see the same songs, the same attire, the same everything. They do not even change.
Right.
But what's happening is every night there's a different audience member.
Okay.
It's not about me. It's about whoever is in the audience. It's their first time.
Right.
And if you think about that, take you out of it, and remember that whoever's sitting right there, that's their first time. You owe it to them to give them 100% of whatever you do. So, yeah, you do the same thing, but that person is their first time seeing it, and you owe them that. Yeah.
Okay. So
That's what
I need a little bit of music for this part.
Okay.
Bruce, hit us up with
Do
something.
I have to do the man part again?
No. This is all you part.
Oh, okay.
One of my favorites.
Hey.
And what's another? I'm gonna play another one quick.
What was the other song?
You like to hear?
Oh, you said, "Please, Mr. Postman."
Oh, please, Mr. Postman.
Yeah, that's what I got.
I thought that's what
make sure. That's my song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great energy, you guys.
Supremes.
Go on, girl. Hit it if you feel like it.
Oh,
Softly.
See, I'm somebody in this business. I did not know none of that was going on. That's it, I'm glad. That's nothing. Hey, you know what I mean?
Boy, you see around me. Yeah. What you say?
I am so excited to have you here because Motown was such a huge part of my life. Oh,
Listen, are we
go ahead.
I love Motown music.
Yeah.
That's a genius. Berry Gordy put together something amazing.
Yeah.
I don't think I think he probably did know what it was gonna do. He knew, but I don't think the artists knew how huge it was gonna be. Okay. And I don't know if they realized how long they were going to be etched in people's lives.
I don't think so. It was just like, hey, we got a gig, we got a job, let's go here, let's do this, let's be the best. And I think that was the mentality. And I've met a lot of entertainers or performers from Motown, and I've been there myself and visited, and that was like, yeah, we were just making it happen in the day.
And you know what? It's really important for me that we pay homage nightly. When I say it's not about me, we're not trying to. It's a tribute show. It's not an impersonation show. We are paying homage to Motown. Yeah. So it's really important to me on a nightly basis to make that my purpose. Yeah. And the audience is so, we get so many people crying and they remember where they were, and it takes them back to their high school days or their days, or they remember, just.
And so you meet them after the show.
We do.
And
we have a meet and greet.
Very nice.
I think it's important for a meet and greet. They paid to see us, and it's a thank you.
Yeah.
I want to thank them. As much as they may want to meet us, I want to meet them because I want to sincerely thank them for coming, because they could have been down the street and they chose this show.
Exactly.
It's very, very important to me.
Very well. Thank you for saying that. And we're talking all about your whole lifespan, the experiences that you've had, the ups, the downs. And I want to talk about that a little bit, because sometimes people are in a part of their lives where they don't feel like it's a good part. And I want to ask you, as a performer, you have real life experiences, and when the clock turns, you have to get on that stage and you smile and you give what you're going to give.
Yes.
So how do you do that? What has taught you to be resilient, to be able to do that? Because that is a skill and a talent.
Yes. Everything is really, honestly, focused around prayer. Focused around, you have to take care of yourself. I'm not 19 anymore. So the same aches and pains, that person gets and that person gets.
Mm-hmm.
I do get, we were just talking about that, a castmate of mine last week, and how, we go through things as women.
Yeah.
We have days where I don't know why I'm crying,
Yeah, I'm emotional today.
and I have no idea why, or just things, life in general. We have the same exact things, but you're right.
Mm-hmm.
When the music starts, they don't care about what we got going on, right?
Right.
And we have a job to do.
You
and
absolutely do.
and we do it, And then after the show, you go ahead and take the makeup off and whatever. You are your human self.
You are.
But when you love what you do too, you can hurt. That music pops on, you don't feel nothing.
Yeah. Music is a real uplift in my life. If I'm having a bad day and I'm listening to Pandora or whatever, and I hear a song, and it can just shift me from what I was thinking or feeling into like, oh, like you say, oh my goodness, I remember where I was when that happened. Oh, that was so much fun. So you have a wonderful opportunity every single night that you're performing to lift someone's life, to make a change in their world.
And Amy, the stories that we get sometimes are, we get the ones they remember where they were and the good stuff, but we also get bad stuff.
In what regard?
Well, I guess I could tell you because they probably won't, they're not. Anyway, we get people that, one lady, for example, at meet and greet said, she hugged me and she said, I got diagnosed with stage 4 and they said that it was incurable. And she says, but after watching the show, I'm going to go home and fight.
Wow.
We get stuff like that.
Wow.
Somebody said, that we actually help him not commit. I won't say the word.
Self-harm. Yeah.
And I say, well, then we'll see you next week. We need to see you. You need to be here for me. And it's like, when I say it's really not about us, that's what I'm talking about. It's really not.
Amazing.
And that's what helps me get through all of the negative.
Yeah.
All of the whatever you can think about.
Because life just throws in things.
It really
it's not
does.
even personally my experience, but it's just like I turn on the television, I listen to the radio, and it's bad news.
Yeah.
So if someone's listening, what would you say to them and they say, you know what, I waited too late in life, I'm too old to do what I want to do, there's no time. What would you say to a person like that?
I'm going to tell you right now, as long as you wake up, there's time. That's it.
It's time. And so that kind of goes along with one of the things that you want people to remember personally is that you should work hard and never give up.
Yes, ma'am. That's it.
Okay.
That is it. You wake up every day and you have a chance to do whatever it is that you want to do. You may not reach a magnitude. You don't have to. Let me tell you, I wanted to be Janet Jackson status all my life, like when I was back at home.
Yeah.
I probably performed more than her because we perform 6 nights a week. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
So you kind of change your mind about what my perception is of what I'm doing and who I am.
I am still singing using the gift that God gave me, and I'm still, sharing it with who's there. So I'm thankful to everybody that comes out.
Oh, well, thank you, Tonja. And before we close, what is the one lesson you want people to know? And you've got 30 seconds. Tell me, what is the one lesson you want people to know about your story? From your story, what should they take away?
Basically what you said. Never give up. Be like a horse with blinders. Just look forward. Don't pay attention to noise. The distractions are there to help you keep going.
There you go. Absolutely. And sometimes those distractions, those problems we have, it's a lesson for us to learn. If we learn the lesson, then we benefit from that.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Again, tell everyone where you are performing and the days. And he's over there waving his hands at me to hurry up.
All right. Alexis Park Hotel, Las Vegas, Nevada. 6 nights a week. We are dark on Fridays. The show starts at 7:30. And shout out to my entire cast. Do I have time to run down names?
Say that name quick.
Vivian, Mirage, Ty, Jay, Yadashari, Ariel, Lyric, Elise, E.C. Adams. I said everybody, I believe.
Yes, she said everybody. So as we close today's show, I also want to thank our brand supporter. That's Cassandra Janelle. She is over there doing beautiful things, making me beautiful.
Okay,
And you can go to her Instagram page. It's at Glamour Lounge with an E, Glamoure Lounge. And I thank all the businesses who are being with us and helping and supporting. So this is it. Bruce is over there with sweat on his brow. But I do want to thank everyone listening today because you tuned in for real conversations, real life, and real change. And I'm going to say to you what I say every day. Change your mind, change your life.